Now, Coach, working with Firas Zahabi, I saw him on the Joe Rogan podcast, and tell me if you agree with his methodology of the train 70% more often rather than training 100% some of the time. Do you know? Have you heard that theory that he has?
Yeah, I have highest respect for Firas because I really think, he's considered one of the best MMA coaches in the world. He's a tremendous BJJ black belt as well. Extremely cerebral. He really cares about his fighters, and I think you could tell by the atmosphere in his school. I agree with that, and that's been expressed by others. Bernardo Faria said something to a very similar extent that you're better off training 80% all the time than you are 110%, 6 months out of the year.
Right.
It's, you could just do the mathematical formula and come up with the result. But I think it's got to be tempered with certain things. If you constantly training 70%, you get sort of in this very comfortable rut. And it's good, but every once in a while you got to kick it up because, if you kick it up for whatever reason, maybe it's one of your, maybe you go compete, or maybe it's one of the training partners that you guys have a very competitive relationship with, or it's a new guy that wants to test drive you, which periodically happens to me. When you kick it up, if you can't do it, then you're doing something wrong. Okay. So I think, I need to, several times a week, I need to train hard. I like near competition level.
Wow.
You shouldn't do that every day because unless you're really competing, getting ready, you're in camp, but if you don't do that, then you're really not test driving your game. And again, every time you test drive, if you fly out in a curve because the brakes don't work, you need to redesign the car and redesign the brakes. So you need to, maybe this guy has your number, but more likely there's a gap in your game, or maybe this guy has an answer to your game, and therefore you got to figure out an answer to his answer. Yeah. So I think when you average it out, you probably do want to kind of go closer to that maybe 70-80% mark. But there are times that I'm doing 100 and 110, and when I train in the water, I'm training. That's my 60 miles an hour.